Hi guys, welcome to your 8-week challenge. This is David and I'll be taking you through just the important information you need to know regarding some of the key features in the apps for the 8-week challenge, especially your nutritions and your scans. So when you first start with us, three important apps you have in your phone. First of all, the white app for your class bookings and also your Evolt scan bookings starting Monday. That's the white one. And black app, that's for your training metrics, so your calorie burned, daily activities, things like that, and also your 8-week challenge information as well. And then lastly, your Evolt scan information in the Evolt scan app. I'll go through that a little bit later. So let's click onto the black app. Okay, when you click on black app, this is your landing page or your home page. You got your weekly exercise training. So most of you will have a bit more information here. I'm a bit slack, so I've got no active days at the moment, and this is my last training session that I've done, so slack. But what we want to get into is the challenge. So at the bottom, the bar here shows home, workouts, challenges, community, and menu. You click on challenges. Okay, so challenges will take you to the overview. So at the top, I will give you 8 white circles from 1 to 8. That's your week 1 all the way to your week 8. Underneath it, we'll have all the key information that you need to know. So your overview, so really important, just get it done. These are non-negotiables, especially starting your 8-week challenge and also continuing after you've done the 8-week challenge, just to build a better habit on your lifestyle. So sleep between 6 and 8 hours. I know some of you guys have a different lifestyle, some more challenging than others, but for this 8-week, make sure you build a habit. Get minimum of 6 hours sleep. It doesn't have to be 8, just 6. Really hone in on that. It will save you a lot of hassle down the line. Also, meal prep, we'll go through that a bit later. Do all your BFT trainings and hit your peak size. All right, 10,000 steps a day. That might be just an arbitrary number, but for someone who's starting their first 8-week challenge and you came from a sedentary lifestyle, 10,000 might be a big number to hit. So we do recommend starting small. If you sedentary and you've done 1,000 steps a day, start small, start 2,000 and then make your way up from there. If you're starting at 10, you just set yourself for failure. All right, next thing, your food. Make sure you eat all those meals. No intermittent fasting here. It doesn't really work. The reason for intermittent fasting is just to reduce your calorie intake. So make sure you eat all your calories, especially with training. You need fuel for your training as well, or else you will lose motivation to train. Therefore, you won't find any results. Okay. Lastly, keep yourself accountable. That's like with your friends, with your partner, doesn't matter. Make sure you have somebody to hold you accountable. And I say to everyone, it's not just your journey alone. You have us as trainers to help you with this as well. So we do have those accountability checklists on the wall. So make sure every time you come in, you tick them off. And then also, if you have any important goals, please have a chat with us. We can go through that with you as well. Right, moving to your training, your peak size. So peak size there. Right, you need a minimum of 450 peak size points per week. That will be around 3 to 4 days of training, both cardio and strength. So, example, if it's a Monday and it's a cardio day, you have to hit around 150 to 180 minimum average, and that will give you around 300 something left from that 450, and that could be another 2 to 3 days extra of your weekly training. But that's just a minimum. You can go over. That's you're more than welcome to do so. There is a prize at the end of the 8-week challenge for those who can hold up that 450 weekly target, either in-house prize or the HQ price. We will go through that a bit later with you. Right, next thing, your Evolt scan app. Evolt scan all the important information from your Evoke scan will be shown here once you've done your scan starting Monday. All right, next thing. Okay, so those who've done the Evoke scan, you can use use that as a metric to see your progress and see where you're at from week 1 to week 8. But another important thing a lot of people don't do is take a photo. Make sure you take a before photo and then you take an after photo. If you want to win a good prize from BFT, it's important to show them that you've done a bit of transformation. So do before photo and do an after photo. You can do it in the studio if you're a female. Talk to Cola, Tia, all the female trainers, or you can do it at home and upload it onto your app. And also really important is that sometimes when you see a scan and the numbers don't look too good, and it can be demotivating, but then you can look back to your photos and see the transformation you're going through. That can have a boost in that motivation as well. So 2 metrics is better than 1, I say. Okay, a couple more to go. You've got your nutrition. So nutrition, before you even start following a nutritional plan here, you got to go to your Evoke scan. So let's flick to the Evoke scan. So I'm already in the Evoke scan. So this is the home page for the Evoke scan. Right, and I'll show you your scans. So you want to click on your scan, and then you will see all your body composition down here. What we want to see is where it says view result sheet. Click on it and it will show you your scan right at the bottom. Depending on what goal you set on the app, either fat loss, muscle gain, or optimal health, it will spit out a certain calorie intake for you to achieve or target or hit within that day. So mine, I've ticked fat loss according to my body weight, body mass, muscle mass, things like that. It's saying that I should eat between 1,800 and pretty much 2,000 calories, with also a certain amount of protein I need to eat. Really important on the protein. I have to really push the protein, because a lot of people, when it comes to the 8-week challenge, they will do too much cardio and start burning calories, and they're not feeling themselves. So make sure you're on top of your protein intake. Carbs for that energy boost for your training, and fat is just part of living pretty much. So take that calorie intake there, so 18 to 2,000 calories pretty much, and then go into your black app again. Right in your black app, where it says stream B, you can click on the pencil and you can change it, and we ask you to change, say yes. All right, so there's stream A, stream B, stream C. You got vegan B. So these are for vegans and vegetarians. Stream A is a bit lower calorie, stream B less calorie, stream C more calorie, and stream B is a bit more calorie. So if I click on stream A, it's going to give you a certain calorie for the amount of food that you need to be eating. So it says here 1,700 calorie and 123 protein. But if you flick back to your sheet, it will give you the calorie that you should be eating. Mine says 18 to 2,000 and 142 grams of protein. Go back to your app. So stream 8 obviously for me is a bit too low. Really important here, if you're starting off, you want to give yourself a bit of leeway, not pushing your calorie too low. So I'll have to change it again. I'm going to go to stream B, see what it's like. Excuse me. All right, stream B looks a bit better. So calories looks on par with what the Evoke app has given me, and so is the protein intake, give or take 5 grams, so that's not too bad. And I'll give you all the important meals down here from breakfast to late evening. So think of nutrition or calories in a weekly setting. So if you don't hit the calories one day, that doesn't matter. So the next day, make sure you hit the calories. So add up the weekly calorie and make sure you are on target. That's the most important thing if you want to lose weight. And in order to do that, you need to do a shopping list. So where's this view shopping list? Click on it, and I'll give you, once it's loaded, right, it's going to give you all the ingredients you need for the first week 1 shopping list. So make sure you get everything to the T. It's really important for your calorie intake. If you buy a bit over, buy a bit under, you can start to adjust and manipulate your calorie intake. It's not what we want. We want to stick to the calories as close as possible in order to see good results. Once you've done that, start your meal prep on a Sunday or Saturday. Some people like to prep every 3 days, so they do prepping on a Sunday. It'll last them about Wednesday, and then they prep again. That can be a hassle for some people, but just depending on your lifestyle, so adjust as you go. Okay, that's pretty much your food. You can see all the food. With the food, if you have a look at it, you've got the amount of calories there, and also your recipe with all the ingredients, and make sure you match it up to the protein intake. That's really important. Okay, and lastly, your advice. So all the important advice from meal prep to the week 1 advice will be week 2 to week 3 to week 8, and some other information about what to eat before workout, what to eat before after workout, and yeah, you can find so many important information here. Have a read through it, and if you have any questions in this, come and have a chat with us in the studio. Otherwise, that is it from me. Enjoy having a good look through the app. Once again, any questions, let us know. Like I said, it's not just how you start, it's also how you finish. So start strong, finish strong. See ya. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Why you talk so much? You gay.